It's interesting to think about the idea that if they had played it cool, then nobody would be talking about this today.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what?
I could have never guessed that it would be such high-profile individuals in the video.
Today, there are serious questions whether they will be forced to leave their jobs.
The company Astronomer says that Andy Byron has now stepped down. Everybody's talking about the story.
NBC News confirms Astronomer HR executive Kristin Cabot has resigned from the company.
We've all seen that cringy kiss cam clip, a CEO and his head of HR caught getting way too close on the kiss cam at a Coldplay concert. The internet exploded. Their careers unraveled, and now Kristin Cabot has officially resigned. But that's just the beginning. From the fan who filmed it to the company's new CEO and the families left in chaos, this is how a 15-second moment turned into a full-blown fallout. Let's break it down. Kristin Cabot is officially out. On July 24th, Astronomer released a one-sentence statement confirming her resignation. That's it. No quote from her, no explanation. And honestly, no one was shocked. Her departure came just 5 days after CEO Andy Byron stepped down, and 8 days after the Coldplay concert that turned the entire company upside down. The timeline moved fast. July 16th was the night of the concert. By July 18th, both Byron and Cabot had been placed on leave while an internal investigation began. Byron resigned the next day.
Astronomer CEO Andy Byron has resigned.
Cabot stayed silent a little longer, but insiders say her exit was all but guaranteed. After all, she was Astronomer's chief people officer, someone meant to represent company values. Then, something new surfaced. Photos taken just days after the scandal showed Cabot outside her New Hampshire home. What people noticed wasn't just her expression, but the fact that she wasn't wearing her wedding ring. That detail added fuel to rumors about trouble in her marriage. So, while the official statement stayed brief, the signs around her told a bigger story, and they raised even more questions. Was this purely professional fallout, or were the personal stakes even higher? But that wasn't the end of it, because while one leader exited quietly, another stepped forward. After the scandal exploded, Andy Byron stepped down. The company wasted no time replacing him. Pete DeJoy, Astronomer's co-founder, took the wheel to become the new interim CEO. He called the coverage unusual and surreal, but admitted one thing: the scandal made Astronomer a household name. Not in the way they wanted, but name recognition is name recognition. Just 2 months earlier, the company had raised nearly $100 million. Now, that future felt shaky. Investors weren't just watching the numbers, they were watching the headlines. DeJoy thanked the company's employees and made it clear that Astronomer would move forward. No drama, no distractions. The underlying message: it was time to shift the conversation away from viral moments and back to business. But while the company tried to clean up, the world kept watching. The person behind the viral video didn't work at Astronomer, wasn't a journalist, and had no idea she was about to change 2 careers with one tap of her screen. Her name is Grace Springer, a Coldplay fan who happened to be in the right seat at the right time. At the Gillette Stadium show on July 16th, she pulled out her phone when the kiss cam came on. Like most fans, she was hoping to see herself on the big screen.
I was hoping to see myself on the big screen. I love to capture moments, so that's why my phone was out in the first place.
But instead, she captured Andy Byron and Kristin Cabot sharing an intimate moment, followed by a noticeably awkward reaction once they realized they were on camera.
In the moment when I filmed it, I didn't think much of it, but it wasn't until after the concert. Let's review the footage. Let's see if it really looks that bad, and I think it does.
Grace posted the video on TikTok, and it blew up overnight. Within days, it had racked up over 122 million views and spread to nearly every platform. But for Grace, all that viral attention didn't mean money.
No, I've actually made no money from the video itself or the views. Not monetized.
Her video wasn't monetized. She didn't even expect it to go viral. She also said she felt bad for the families involved.
I definitely feel for Andy's wife, Megan, his family, and everyone else who's been hurt in the process.
If I hadn't posted it, she said, someone else would have.
But there was over 50,000 people, and I'm not the only one that caught it on camera. So it wasn't me who uploaded it. I'm sure someone else would have.
The way she sees it, the moment wasn't private. It was on the stadium screen in front of thousands during a concert. She just happened to be the first to upload it. But not every viral video hits this hard. So why did this one catch fire across the globe? Quick pause. If you're into celebrity drama and viral moments like this, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. Now let's get back to the video. This wasn't just another tech scandal. It blew up like nothing else this year. But why? Experts say the answer is simple. People are tired of watching powerful execs get away with everything. That kiss cam moment was awkward, raw, and messy. It was a rare chance to see 2 people at the top totally lose control. No PR filters, no boardroom spin, just panic. One media strategist called it a viral antidote to corporate cringe, a rare moment where regular people got to laugh at the polished, wealthy faces who usually look untouchable, and it struck a nerve. Some labeled it as Schadenfreude, which means pleasure from someone else's misstep. But in this case, it wasn't just a misstep. It felt like karma. Why? Because this wasn't just news. It was deeply personal and public. A CEO and his HR chief caught slipping on camera at a Coldplay concert in front of 60,000 fans and millions more watching later. They weren't thinking about the company or the consequences. They just got caught being careless, and the world saw every second. But while the internet laughed, the fallout back home was anything but funny. Away from the memes and media, things got quiet, and not in a good way. Andy Byron's wife, Megan Kerrigan Byron, reportedly left her and her husband's multi-million-dollar home in Northborough, Massachusetts, and retreated to a mansion in Kennebunk, Maine, worth around $2.4 million. She has since removed Byron's last name from all her public social media accounts. Neighbors said family members and friends have been spotted visiting all week. As for Kristin Cabot, she was spotted for the first time since her resignation outside her home in Rye, New Hampshire. She was watering plants in a pink athleisure set under a light jacket and no wedding ring on her hand. Her husband, Andrew Cabot, who runs Privateer Rum, was in Japan when the video exploded. Some sources claim the couple had already been talking about separation before the concert, but that's not confirmed. What's clear is that this viral moment has deeply affected both families. So far, no divorce filings have been made public, and none of the spouses have spoken to the press. But body language, silence, and distance have said plenty. This wasn't just a trending topic, it was a personal earthquake, caught on camera, then broadcast to the world. So what are we left with now? In just 10 days, a kiss cam moment turned into a corporate shakeup. Kristin Cabot and Andy Byron both resigned. A fan with a phone unknowingly became the whistleblower. A new interim CEO stepped in to steady the ship, and two families were left dealing with the personal aftermath. We saw how one short clip set off a chain reaction that affected lives, careers, and reputations. It wasn't just the reaction, it was the context. Who they were, what they stood for, what they had to lose. There's no neat ending here. No apology tour, no PR redemption arc. At least not yet. Just a moment captured by a stranger that reminded everyone how fast trust can break and how hard it is to rebuild.